So, what we know is these are really unprecedented times for us. Fear has really made all of us just get a little bit crazy right now. And what we know is marketers are really scrambling to find a way to deeply connect with their teams. So, what we'll see is we've seen so many commercials and ads over the course of the last little while. Now, if you take a look at the marketing that they've done for COVID, what you'll notice is there's kind of a sameness about it. So, they start with long stretches of sad, tinkly piano music. And then what they do is they're going to brag about how long they've served their customers.
For over 80 years. In 90 years.
Over 100 years.
Nationwide has been on your side.
Restaurants have always been there for you.
And after that, that's when the meaningless platitudes really start to kick in.
We will do what we've always done.
Take care of people.
We're people.
People.
People. People.
People.
People. Family.
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 Family. Families. Families.
Families.
Even now.
Especially now.
Especially now.
Right now.
Now more than ever.
More than ever.
Today, more than ever.
Today, more than ever.
And in the next ad, what they do is actually congratulate themselves for the hard work that their own employees are doing.
Thank you to the men and women at First Energy who are going above and beyond.
I'm awesome. You're going to love me. Now, because these brands are not built on a foundation of customer purpose, the problem is that their messaging tends to regress to a bunch of inauthentic reassurances. So this is a problem that a lot of brands have now. They've gotten caught with their pants down. They've built a brand that's all about features and benefits when instead they should have built a brand that focuses on a persuasive company mission to improve their customers' lives. So most companies build their brand on a rather list of common features. Now the problem is the features, they're going to come and go. Competitors can always do a better job of showcasing and selling those features. Most brands start with this long list of features and benefits. Then the marketers are going to lay out a very specific advantage of how those features and benefits can improve a customer's life.
But I love this card.
Bank Americard Cash Rewards Credit Card.
1% cash back on everything I buy, period.
Now, no question, those features are important. Those are a foundation of our brand and they need to be in there. But what happens is that the marketers tend to solely focus on just these complicated features. Now, what research tells us is this is how we make decisions when we buy products. Our instinctual brain feels something, and then what happens is our conscious brain verifies what we already believe. Now, it feels like a conscious decision, but what the science clearly shows is that about 85% of our decision-making process is completely hidden from us. So most of us believe that we're buying based on pure logic, but what we know is the research shows it's exactly the opposite. It reveals that what we're about is this instinctual brain. So really what we are is just big balls of instinct walking around. And this really makes sense because for most of human history, it's been about basic survival. We are still powerfully influenced by those things that help us survive out on the African savannah. Things like not starving to death and finding a cave so you didn't freeze to death. And maybe if you're lucky, finding a good-looking cave lady so you can pass along your DNA to the next generation. We have not regressed. We've only had 10,000 years of being civilized. We've got 2 million years before that of humanoids really making sure that they simply survive. And all I got to do is show you this thing right here. Your brain's going to light up like a Christmas tree because your caveman's going to go, food, I've got to make sure I don't starve to death. So during these tough times, what we've got to remember is that we're still a bunch of cavemen. Now, we have a tendency to think, yeah, this is our customer. Yeah, they look good, they're smart, and they're intellectual, but this is not your customer. This is your customer, and this is the person that we've got to craft that instinctual message for. Now, what brands need to remember is that during times of crisis, we default back to these instinctual reactions. You've got to make a clear connection to show that your superior product features are going to fulfill a deeply instinctual need inside your customers. So what does our caveman want from us now during these times of COVID? Well, he wants us to show how those features are going to keep him safe. And he wants us to show how those features are going to protect him during a crisis. He needs to see that your product features have a sole mission of uplifting customers like him. So let me show you how one company turned product features into a customer-focused brand mission. Now, Walmart has always defined itself. It's been all about low prices.
You know the feeling. The thrill of the save. That secret high from stretching a dollar. That little rush in finding what you need for less.
Yeah. So unfortunately, Walmart has found that big brands, they tend to be kind of vulnerable. Brands built solely on features will always be at risk. And why? Because they're very vulnerable to competitors and market fluctuations. Somebody can come up with a better widget in some way, and they can take it right out from under you. Now, Walmart found that there was a real backlash to those low prices because low prices also meant that they had to cut costs any way that they could.
People are out to protest Walmart's worker conditions and low wages.
Yeah. So low prices that started to sound like exploitation.
Management is trained to keep their foot on your neck. They push you and push you and push you.
What Walmart has is a win-lose strategy model, and this assures that the criticism that they have will never die.
We're tired of being fired and we're tired of being harassed.
So if you're going to define your company based on basic commodities like price or quality or availability, it's going to be a mean journey because it's going to be something that your competitors will probably be able to take from you somewhere down the line. So after 19 years of being always low prices, Walmart switched its slogan. Now what they are is save money and live better. And this was not just a slogan change. This was a change in their entire focus of how their company approached their brand. So Walmart has been selling the product feature. And what they had not done was to show how that product feature empowered their customers' lives. They needed to remind their customers of what exactly low prices meant. They needed to show them the benefits of low prices.
Will you find your dad's smile in aisle 14? A long-awaited journey in aisle 10. Yeah, because when you save money on the little things, it adds up to life's more amazing things. Walmart saves the average family $3,100 a year, no matter where you shop. What will you do with your savings? Save money, live better. Walmart.
Wow, Grandpa gets to come visit. They show you exactly how saving money empowers the most important things in life. So what Walmart needed to do was to show the values behind the feature of low prices. And our caveman needed to see that Walmart wasn't just a greedy company in it for themselves. Customers needed to see that Walmart had a customer-obsessed mission to improve their lives. Walmart's still about low prices. That's always going to be their big feature that's going to be about their purpose. But they've taken it to the next level now. What they're doing is they are defining the conversation so it's something that's about the customer's life.
Here comes Peter Cottontail, the town's Easter egg hunt. Well, it's a pretty big thing around here. Without Walmart, we probably couldn't pull it off. I'm sure we'll have even more kids this year, which means more candy, more places to hide it, and, of course, more fun finding it. Get unbeatable prices on all your Easter fun this year. Easter costs less at Walmart. Save money. Live better. Walmart.
So Walmart started out as a product-focused brand, but what they did is they transitioned always low prices and grew it to become something that was purpose-focused. Save money, live better. And as Black Lives Matter and the COVID crisis have arisen together, Walmart has stayed true to its core brand. It hasn't wandered off by offering hollow reassurances. It's made sure that it's getting back to its basics. In these tough times, in these scary times, we'll never stop helping our customers to live better. They're going to support their community with lower prices that will help all of them to get through this storm together. So it's important that your brand not atrophy to these generic "we're with you" ads. You've got to continue to showcase your product features, but you've got to make sure that those features clearly demonstrate a customer-focused mission. If you can do that, what's going to happen is you won't get off brand. Now, if you find that your brand is still built on just product features or your own ego, now's the time you got to get busy. You've got to figure out the unique, specific, customer-obsessed mission and know that it's not about what you do. It's about how you empower your customers to improve their own lives.